All right, my friends, new Saga, episode number 8, and I am conflicted. Now, here's the thing. Straight up, this was a really good episode of new Saga. That is undeniable. I had a good time watching it. I was entertained. I was engaged, and there was a lot happening this episode. So I give this an easy 8 out of 10. That's right. 8 roses out of 10. 8 flowers that are going to be blooming tonight. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I give it 8 polyrats out of 10. I give it 8 polywhirls out of 10. I give it 8 bulbasaurs out of 10. Okay, but here's the deal for real. I'm conflicted, though, because there's one kind of anecdote in the episode, which is... Well, okay, there's 2 things. One... Kyle has a lot of plot armor, which, I mean, at the end of the day, he's an MC. It just makes sense, right? But that he was able to recall, like, shit. I mean, I'll be real. Like, asked me what I ate, like, last, like, I don't know, Tuesday. You know, I mean, heck, today's Wednesday. Ask me what I ate on Sunday. Like, unless I DoorDashed or Ubered an order, like, I don't remember, man. Like, I would have to really be like, oh, what did I even eat? So for bro to remember a conversation and the intricate details of a conversation, right? He talked to Monica. Is that her name? Monica? He talked to the blonde hair girl, right? A few years ago. And not only does he remember the detail of the fact that she had a lover, right? That she had a lover. Not only does he remember that, oh, hey, I think it might have been that dwarf guy, you know? So not only does she remember that, but then he also remembers a conversation later on in that same vein. He remembers of her babbling, like, oh, only if I remember the underground. And he's like, oh, underground. So, and I think Theron's going to find this sword that he's looking for as well, too. But I just find that, like, I'm like, okay, you know, I'll give that one a pass. So then the second thing is the demons. So... everything else about the episode is pretty good. But then we have the demon stuff. So he comes across the demons, and the demons casually decapitate and do whatever else to this really strong wizard of the empire, which if he was so strong, like are the demons like that much stronger? Because if that's the case, like I get that Kyle in his past life kind of gave up his life to defeat the demon lord, but like, bro, do they even have a chance? You know what I mean? Like, I'll pause there. But, you know, he comes across the demon and... you know, she sees him and she just attacks him, which, I mean, I guess kind of makes sense because she just killed this dude or whatever. So she attacks him. You know, he hits her with like some like, you know, Kamehameha light magic thing. Okay. They don't ever explain what that was, but he does some and injures her, you know, a little bit. And then she runs away and he's surprised that she runs away. Then later on, you know, as Theron and them they got attacked because someone was trying to kidnap that Go kid for whatever reason. They get attacked at the end of it by some other blue-handed demon as well. But he wasn't really aiming for everybody. The demon was just aiming for like the guys that they were interrogating, I guess, question mark. But yet the demon has enough power to destroy a city. I don't know. It was just the whole demon stuff is just like, I feel like they like, you know, they gave us a taste and they're like, you're going to have to sit around the whole meal, but you can't taste it all. You're like, yo, but what you mean? Give me a little taste. Give me the whole thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The demon stuff was kind of meh. It was meh, you know, and that kind of did, you know, that's where I think this episode was like a 7 or maybe 8 out of 10 at best. I think 7's a good safe bet. It's a good safe bet. But the caveat there is I think some of the things that diminish the episode is all the demon stuff and the Kyle, just everything working out for bro kind of thing. Like, you know, all the plot armor, like, oh, he just happens to remember all of these intricate, you know, details about Monica or whatever her name is. Monica. I bet her name's not even Monica. I bet it starts with like an M, but it's not Monica. Miranda. I wasn't even close. Monica. But Miranda, right? So, and, you know, apparently the way that the story is conveyed too is apparently she became this, you know, strong, independent, rough, dependable person because her lover died, which was Go's dad. So I don't know. Overall, new Saga, it's up and down, but I think overall, still, I do want to be clear. I still think I did like this episode. It was just flawed. It was a flawed, good episode of new Saga, and I think I'll just leave it at that. All right, my friends, let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. I can't wait to read what you guys' thoughts are. Hit me with the like before you guys leave. Obviously go check out the other reviews that are happening this week. Tons of seasonal anime. A couple of anecdotes is we reviewed a awesome episode of Mikodono Sisters this week, and the new episode of Shield Hero was awesome, and we reviewed that this week as well too. So go check those out. All right, my friends, I'll see you guys next week for episode number 8. No, this was 8. I'll see you guys next week for episode number 9. Peace out, my friends.